Good afternoon, everyone. We'd like to ask everyone to be seated. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. So, good afternoon, Dean Velakis, Ms. Darlene Fernandez, members of the faculty, graduates, friends, and family. It is with great joy and excitement that we begin the induction to the profession ceremony for the College of Engineering and Computing for spring 2023. This is a day of great celebration for us all, but particularly for you, the graduates, and for your parents and families. It marks the beginning of a professional life for those who are graduating with a bachelor's degree, and for those of you who are graduating with a master's or doctoral degree, it is a significant milestone in your professional development. Given the solemnity of this moment, I respectfully request that all cell phones be silenced. Thank you. Debido a la solemnidad de esta ceremonia, les pido por favor que apaguen sus teléfonos celulares. Muchas gracias. You're all very kind. All right, please rise for our national anthem. It will be performed by Monsieur Michel Lemus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Ms. Lemus. So this is not the end of our journey together, but just the beginning. Stay connected on social media to witness and to take pride in the future that will be built on the foundation that you laid. As you know, your college engages in multiple social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Follow us and post your pictures from today using the hashtag FIUCECorder for a chance to be highlighted on the college social media accounts. So now it's my privilege to introduce the platform party. I ask that each person stand as your name is called and remain standing until the entire row has been introduced. Please refrain from applauding until the entire row has been introduced. Dr. John Velakis, Professor, Dean of the College of Engineering and Computing. Ms. Darlene Fernandez, Executive Director, Miami-Dade Expressway Authority. Dr. Osama Mohammed, Associate Dean of Research and Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Anthony McGoran, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs and Professor of Biomedical Engineering. Dr. Jason Liu, Eminent Scholar and Interim Director of the Knight Foundation School of Computing and Information Sciences. Dr. Jose A. Faria, Moss Endowed Chair, Marshall Department of Construction Management. Dr. Jorge Arrea Diaz, Associate Professor and Interim Chair of the Biomedical Engineering Department. Dr. David Garber, Associate Professor and Interim Chair of the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department. Dr. Deirdre Hodges, Associate Professor and Chair of the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. Dr. Shi-Ming Lee, Research Professor and Interim Director, Enterprise and Logistics Engineering Program. Dr. Arvind Agrawal, Distinguished University Professor and Chair of the Mechanical and Materials Engineering Department. Mr. Sebastian Criollo, Mechanical and Materials Engineering graduate and President of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. Let's give them all a round of applause. So this ceremony would not be possible without the outstanding efforts of many of our staff members, including Elizabeth Calzadia, who served as the lead event organizer, and all of our other administrative staff and volunteers, for whom I kindly request a round of applause. Thank you. They've done a lot of work to make this event happen. They've done a fantastic job. So my name is Daryl Dickerson, and I'm an assistant professor of mechanical and materials engineering, and I have the honor to be your master of ceremonies today. So I want to congratulate each of you on achieving this key milestone in your professional life. In the coming years, you'll find that the knowledge and skills that you've gained at FIU are valuable assets in establishing your professional lives. They'll enable you to serve our society in the best manner possible, making winners of us all. I wish you success and happiness in your public and private lives. So now I would like to introduce the Dean of the College of Engineering and Computing, Dr. John Velakis. Let me tell you about Dr. Velakis. Dean Velakis came to FIU with a distinguished career of 2 years at Boeing, 19 years at the University of Michigan, and 15 years at The Ohio State University as Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering. He has more than 40 years of research experience covering all aspects of wireless communications, biomedical sensors and imaging, wearable textile electronics, antennas and arrays, ultra-wideband radios and transceivers, and metamaterials. He's one of the most refereed authors, has published 8 widely used books, over 400 refereed journal papers, and 800 conference papers. He has also mentored more than 90 PhDs and postdocs. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dean John Velakis to the podium.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. All right. You know, I wanted to say a few words. I think there are a few pages, actually, not a few words. But I do speak fast. I do want to start by saying that we have a special guest today. He graduated, actually, last semester, and he is the president of the students at FIU, and he is a computer science major. So the first engineering and computing person that became the president of SGA, of the student government, and also a trustee of FIU. So Chris Lugo, hi Chris, is here today. And he came to honor us and also to wish you the very best on this special day. So please engage with him, see him afterwards. He has tremendous experiences that he can share with you, and he's a motivation to me and a motivation to all of us for what he has accomplished. So I'm very, very proud of you, Chris, and FIU will continue to be proud of you as well. So it is with great, great pride that I welcome the 2023, spring 2023 graduates here in this ceremony. Welcoming also the family and friends who are all very important to you throughout your career and your life. And also, I'd like to welcome Ms. Darlene Fernandez. She will be our speaker today. And of course, our alum, and a very, very accomplished alum. And she will also say a few words to give you some wisdom as you go forward. And also, I want to express my thanks to the staff, to the faculty for the College of Engineering and Computing who have put this event today. Every little thing that you see is because of them. Every wonderful things that are happening, every color, every hanging, it's all about them. They are the best wedding planners you've ever seen. So congratulations. Today, I'm honored to welcome you into a profession that is poised to offer South Florida, the nation, and to everyone in the world a promising future and a promising wellness for mankind. I like to say that you will be challenged, and there are many grand challenges, in fact 14 grand challenges that the National Academy of Engineering has put forward to us for the 21st century. Among them, there are solar energy, making it economical to us, enhancing virtual reality, yes, including ChatGPT, reverse engineering the brain, engineering better medicines, restoring and improving our infrastructure, particularly our urban infrastructure, securing our cyberspace, a major, major challenge with the coming of quantum computing, preventing nuclear terror, of course, and engineering the tools for scientific discovery. And I do hope, and I know that you are ready to be these engineers that will go and make a difference and solve many of the problems associated with these grand challenges. I will say you're definitely ready. Scientifically, you are absolutely incredibly ready. But also, it will require your commitment, your time, your persistence, your creativity. Those are things that will probably define you more in the future than the knowledge itself. Yes, with these kind of attributes that you have in preparation, you will study the brain, you will improve the medicines, you will engineer tools that will benefit science and humanity. You will help drive the evolution of virtual reality. You will expand cybersecurity, you will enhance global connectivity, and you will prevent nuclear terrorism. And you will build the smart cities. You will bring solar energy closer to reality, and you will provide access to clean water for the world. These and other innovations will allow for unprecedented scientific discovery, transformational change, of course, for our people, our society, and the environment. They will, that is these discoveries, ensure our economic growth. Our economic growth depends on you. It will depend more and more on tech discoveries. That is something that we cannot deny. We know that that is the case. And you will also improve the quality of life for every one of us, for every sector, and for everyone across the world. I'd like to also mention that the President's Council on Jobs and Competitiveness has called for an increase of 10,000 engineering graduates per year. Today, you will join that group, which is elite, an elite set of engineers who will make a difference. And the profession you're about to enter is very demanding, trust me, but also very, very rewarding. Throughout your career, you will take chances with every decision you make. So make those decisions very carefully, because they will affect people and the society at large. But I'm confident that you do have the technical ability and the conscience to make the best possible decisions while fulfilling the creed, the pledge, and the code of ethics that you are about to accept today. You will spend tremendous amount of energy and resources. Rather, you have spent tremendous amount of energy and resources to arrive here today. But your education constitutes only one of those steps that you must take to achieve professional satisfaction and success. And are you ready for that success? Are you ready? And I'll give you some more notes, if you like to take a few notes, about what it will take beyond just the fact that you are ready, technically that you are. First and foremost, lifelong learning is a necessity. Continue to pursue knowledge earlier, either through formal education or through self-studies. Second, contribute to the growth and development of our society by actively participating in your community. There's nothing more important than participating in your community and creating this neighborly environment. Love what you do, but also love the people around you. They need you. They will need you more than ever in the future. Join and take part of civic, professional, and technical societies. And these are opportunities that you will find everywhere. There will be so many. So just make sure you take some of those opportunities to get engaged. Please do get engaged. It is yours to contribute. You're ready for that. Third, passionately observe the code of ethics and the creed that you're about to accept. And fourth, and that's also equally important, remember where you come from. As you make the way in the world, think of your family, think of your friends, think of how you were brought up, think of your school, and of course, think of FIU and come back and return like Ms. Darlene Fernandez has done today. Give back to others, give back to FIU, and inspire future engineers and scientists by your own excellence. As the years go by, do not forget your alma mater, that is your FIU, and you're about to enter and become the newest class of alumni of the College of Engineering and Computing. And that's growing to almost 30,000. So pay it forward. Participate in maintaining FIU's position as a leader in engineering education and research. And we are a leader. Be a technology creator. Be an entrepreneur. And be part of the myriad of outreach activities that are going to be in front of you. After all, your education at FIU has made you a global citizen. So congratulations. Congratulations. And all I can say is go make us proud. I'm back to the podium. I'd like to introduce our amazing speaker today, Darlene Fernandez, and I want to say a few words. She's our alum. She's an incredibly successful person. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Arlene Fernandez. I'll say a few words. I'm going to do the same thing that Daryl did. Students, do you remember the advice that I've just given you, that to achieve professional satisfaction and success, you need to remember where you come from, you don't forget your alma mater, you pay it forward, and you inspire future engineers? I have that person behind me, right here to my left. Our distinguished speaker, Mr. Arlene Fernandez, Executive Director of the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority, and FIU alum, just did that today. And also before, she's part of our Dean's Leadership Council as well. So she is an incredible member of our alums and also paying it forward. Ms. Fernandez earned her Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering from FIU in 2005. She started her career at the Florida Department of Transportation and worked in the private sector for various major engineering firms, as well as for the city of Miami Beach and Miami County. And during that time, she oversaw capital programs and transportation initiatives throughout the community. Ms. Fernandez has worked as a transportation professional for the past 20 years, both in public and in the private sector. Presently, she's the executive director of the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority, that's called the MDX, and she's the first woman to lead MDX and the third executive director in its 30 years existence. So congratulations. As executive director, she manages and directs the operations and the expansion of MDC system of expressways within the Miami-Dade County. And currently, she's working on a 5-year program of $932 million to improve our expressways here. So thank you for that. That's an amazing job, I can tell you. I can tell you. So when you go to our expressways, remember who has done it for us, right? Ms. Fernandez has been an avid community supporter in civic and professional associations that include the American Society of Civil Engineering and the Florida Engineering Society. She is the American Cancer Society chairwoman for Making Strides in 2022. And she's the newly appointed chairwoman for 2023. She serves on our Dean's Leadership Council for the FIU College of Engineering and Computing, and she also has served as a past board member of MDC. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow colleagues and students and future alums, please join me in welcoming our own Ms. Arlene Fernandez to the podium.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you very much, Dean Velazquez, Dr. Mohammed, Dr. McGoring, college chairs, faculty, and staff. Good afternoon, College of Engineering graduates, parents, grandparents, sisters, brothers, grandchildren, children. I'm sure this room is full of your family today and those that have supported you throughout your journey in engineering. No more late nights sitting in the halls of engineering. I think we all know that too well. Except if you're coming back, of course, for your master's and doctoral, and then, of course, a trampoline maybe to other professions, which can open up many doors, right? We've seen many engineers that maybe go into law, medicine, and who knows what else, right? Or opening up your own business. No more tests and cramming sessions, which, of course, these difficult classes that got us here today, it was something that I'm sure you all will never forget. So give yourself a round of applause. This moment is full circle for me. I tell people all the time, I've been here, done that, and bought the t-shirt, so I have the souvenir. I want to thank the Florida International University for giving me the incredible opportunity of speaking to you on such an important day in your lives. As I was preparing for this moment, I thought about what we as engineers mean to our community, what I felt in your shoes today, and what I have learned throughout my very own career. Engineers are one of the most crucial careers that are part of our society today. We provide solutions to the problems we face in our daily lives, whether it be a civil engineer designing for a building or a road for the vehicles that travel on, whether it be a biomedical engineer also creating prosthetics for the medical field. All of you will make our lives easier and safer. Engineering has evolved over the past century and will continue evolving through our modern world over the next 100 years, which each of you will play a huge role in that success. Some of you may be too young to remember, but just picture and imagine where society was even 50 years ago, or even before that, 100 years ago. The first car built was in the early 1900s, and before that, people had to depend on horses, bicycles, and walking to get around, or even 30 years ago when no one really had a quote-unquote cell phone. Today, not only do we have self-driving cars, but airplanes, space shuttles, and who knows what the future brings. Our job is to find solutions to problems and evolve, always pushing boundaries, keeping ourselves always current, so just as our forefathers that built our present, we can build the next generation's future. If you take a look at how even technology has changed the present just as of 20 years ago, or how we have evolved in construction materials used to build a more resilient and sustainable future based on what we have learned within our environment, one thing that is certain is that the change will be constant in your career. Your innovation, creativity, and wealth of knowledge will impact our communities unlike any other. Every one of you here today will be part of the change that we will see in decades to come, and it is an honor to stand here with all of you today. As some of you may or may not know, I know the Dean mentioned it earlier, I am a board member for the FIU College of Engineering's Dean's Leadership Council. I thought of conversations that I have had with the board in the past on how engineering has evolved throughout the years to be more interdisciplinary than a standalone disciplines within our field. Technology, as mentioned earlier, is a perfect example of something that we are seeing even more and more even within civil, environmental, and mechanical engineering. This is an exciting time for all engineers as the profession pivots into a different role than it has in the past. From my recent professional experience as the Assistant Director for Miami-Dade County Transportation, and now as the Executive Director at the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority, I have seen more and more how transportation and technology have been intertwined into one, as the past 10 years have shown an increase in artificial intelligence, and software is being used to build the very same road infrastructure and vehicles we drive today. Technology is becoming part of all the solutions for the future. At MDX, we are looking ahead to providing better solutions and partnering with other sister agencies to create those very same solutions. As engineers, our paradigm is evolving, and we are seeing a future where transportation can be more efficient and accessible. In large metropolitan areas such as Miami-Dade County, transportation is always challenging, and it does not have one solution. I'm sure we all drive through the hours and hours of traffic every day and want to get home, and of course, this is part of how we improve our quality of life. We need to provide options and apply technology to every design for our future. However, what I always tell people is that the future is exciting, but you always have to remember where you came from, and I'm glad the Dean mentioned that earlier today, because that is something that I tell young engineers, even the engineers that report to me today that have been in the industry for 30 years, we can't forget where we came from. Without knowing the history, you cannot build the vision for the future. Even though technology is the buzzword these days, civil engineering, at least for me personally, from my personal experience, is the foundation to incorporate every aspect of technology for our future transportation infrastructure, whether to roads, traffic control devices, and autonomous vehicles. As I said earlier, engineering is evolving to be more progressive and dynamic as the advancement in science and technology continue to grow. Now, let me speak about what you may be feeling today. When I sat where you're sitting 18 years ago, I was glad that years in school were over, and I'm sure some of you feel like that today. But I had a fear of the unknown. The fact that I did not have everything figured out. And you know how we as engineers like to have everything figured out. Our career is perfectly mapped out for the next 30 years until we retire, right? So everybody has it all figured out. At least that's what I wanted to think. Did I think then that I would be today the head of probably the most innovative and efficient mobility agency in this community? No, I did not. And here I am. But here is the truth. If you would have told me 18 years ago that this is where I would be, that I would be where I am in my career and made such an impact, I would not have believed you. I felt uncertain on what was next, what it would mean to actually work as an engineer. I'm sure there are many of you feeling like that today. Fun fact, I did not start at FIU wanting to be an engineer. I had actually signed up for the pre-med program. At some point within the first year, I felt it was not what I wanted. It just didn't feel right. Please know that all of my middle school, probably elementary, high school, I just had a passion for medicine. I even did an internship with Jackson Memorial Hospital in genetics through my junior and senior year. I even built relationships within that medical community to really move forward my career as I started in FIU. But there was a different path for me. My father, which is actually sitting here with us today, is an FIU graduate in mechanical engineering from class of 1981, I think it is. I know I love math and physics, and he was always pushing for me to try engineering, go figure. From that point on, I registered for some engineering classes, and the rest is history. I am sure that I am not the only one that may have started in a different career path, and you know what? That's okay. From that point, I started to work at the Florida Department of Transportation in roadway maintenance as an intern while I was full-time undergraduate civil engineering courses. From then, I moved into a permanent position in traffic operations, which is where I became ingrained with the love and passion behind the science for signals and safety and how all this worked together. Life brought me other changes and other places to work, but that may not have been my area of comfort or expertise. But I did not settle. I worked hard, questioned everything, found my passion, and every experience I had led me where I needed to be. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 things that I wish someone would have shared with me then. 3 things that I have learned to be true in my professional career. The first is to build value and be ethical. This means having a strong moral compass always. You will find that during your professional life, you will be presented with challenging decisions. That is where you need to be the strongest. Negotiate life with kindness, but be immovable with your ethics. You will find that those that take the easy out never quite make it. Also, keep building value. So what is value? That can mean many different things for different people, and I'm sure in this room you will not share the same sentiment with your neighbor. But what people find value in their career and personal life is what we should strive to achieve always. For example, I find value in service, integrity, and fairness. In building what you value, you will not only make a difference, but you will have the kind of satisfaction that can only come from doing truly valuable work that is important to you. Remember, it is your journey and no one else's. You will find that this satisfaction will far outweigh any other benefits that come from your career. I personally, this past year, had 2 memorable moments that intertwined my professional and my personal life that brought me value. One was receiving the In-Company of Women Award for Government and Law. I have been a believer of mentoring and encouraging women, especially in the male-dominated industry of engineering. Presently, women make up only 4% that graduate from engineering across the nation. But the tide is changing, and I want to be a part of that. My other proud moment was able to chair the 2022 Board of Ambassadors and now 2023, Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, a cause very close to my heart. It was a rewarding feeling to give, to volunteer, and to lead others to do the same. When you give, you start to change the world. And believe me, engineering is no different. The second thing I learned is to learn from your success, not your failures. There is a belief that failure is somehow good or beneficial. You hear people say failures build character, but that's not success. When you learn from failure, it's limited at best. You can't learn from what doesn't work. It tells you nothing of what will or what can be. In contrast, what you learn from success is how to succeed, which will bring much more value to your career. An example of that is a success you are celebrating in this room today. How many students have started with you but aren't sitting next to you? In fact, you know one thing for certain. You know that with talent and determination and hard work, you can accomplish what few others can. You have succeeded already, and that means you can achieve anything. Remember, life teaches us lessons as we grow and as we find our place, and you will be where you need to be. Don't ever be afraid not having all the answers right away, but be confident in everything you do, and don't be afraid to change. As my mother used to tell me growing up, change is the one constant that is inevitable, but it's what you do with the change that makes all the difference. The unexpected job you may land sometime will be the gateway to an opportunity of a lifetime in your career that you could have never imagined. So the third thing and the last thing is to be true to yourself and follow your heart. Often this means doing what is hard, choosing a path that not because it's easy, but because the fact that it is difficult. I know this all too well. This was me when I made the decision to pursue one of the biggest milestones yet in my career as the CEO of one of the most effective agencies here in South Florida. And not just any CEO, but if I was chosen, the first female to run this agency. This was a dream, and I didn't feel at the moment I was enough to pursue it. All my jobs before were always good career moves, and it just kept getting better. I was building great value, being rewarded with promotions and high pay. Why would I leave at the time my job then as the assistant director for Miami-Dade County Transportation, overseeing everything I loved and knew about? Well, that changed when I made a decision to follow my heart. Like I tell people all the time who ask me, how do you know if it's right? Should I take this job? And what I tell them is that I compare it to when you find your great loves in your life. You just know it's the one. And don't worry if you don't find it right away. Don't look for the perfect opportunity, but for the right opportunity. This was me exactly today, a year ago. And here I am in my dream job, and I'm not stopping here. Glass ceilings are meant to be shattered, and every single one of you will be doing that for our future to come. What is guaranteed is that your career path won't be a perfect straight line. It will be messy, confusing, and terrifying. It might lead you to surprising paths, a path that may not make sense to others. But I promise you this, if you keep learning from your success, always seek to build value, and be true to yourself, your career will be satisfying and rewarding. It has been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals and be able to share my story before all of you here today. Thank you, and congratulations to the spring class of 2023.
All right. All right, I want to thank Ms. Fernandez for those inspirational and heartfelt remarks. I want to repeat some things just to make sure that they stick with us as we move forward today. So the three things: build value and be ethical, learn from your success, and be true to yourself. And that can drive you to much, much success in life. So thank you again. We're honored and privileged to have you share your experiences and your vision with us. Okay, so now we'll proceed to induct graduates into their respective professional orders. Families and friends, please remain seated for the duration of the ceremony. Complimentary photographs of individual and group inductees will be made available on the College of Engineering and Computing's website a few weeks following the ceremony. Among our graduates, we have computer scientists, information technologists, construction managers, and engineers. Each graduate will be inducted into their corresponding professional order. There are three parts to the induction ceremony: induction into the order of the computing professional, induction into the order of the constructor, and induction into the order of the engineer. We'll begin with induction into the Order of the Computing Professional. I now call Dr. Jason Liu, eminent scholar and interim director of the Knight School of Computing and Information Sciences, to come forward and induct the graduates into the Order of the Computing Professional.
The Order of Computing Professional was created in the fall of 2005 to celebrate our new home in the College of Computing, Engineering and Computing, and to promote among our graduates the highest code of conduct and dedications to our profession. Order of Computing Professionals inductees, please stand and raise your right hand and repeat after me. And once I say the word I, and state your name, okay? The oath of the Order of the Computing Professional. I, your name. I'm a computing professional. My work as a computing professional affects people's lives. Both now and into the future. As a result, I bear moral and ethical responsibilities to society. As a computing professional, I pledge to practice my profession with the highest level of integrity and competence. I shall always use my skills for the public good. I shall be honest about my limitations and continuously seeking to improve my skills through lifelong learning. I shall engage only in honorable and upstanding endeavors. By my actions, I pledge to honor my chosen profession. Congratulations. So one more thing. Now take your certificates and sign them. You do have to sign them. All right, congratulations. Thank you.
All right, graduates of computer science, information technology, and telecommunications and networking, please come and form a line to my right. Dr. Velakis, Dr. Liu, and Ms. Fernandez, please take your places for photos with the graduates. So now announce the inductees. Josu Daniel Prendez Diaz. Juan Gutierrez. Joaquin Molto. Augusto Castro. Daniel Devine. Yusel Benya. Ricardo Tacconi. Emmanuel Costa Maya. Sebastian Arredondo. Sharif Reed. Jean-Antoine. Laura Garcia. Jimena Puch. Ana Pacheco. Richard Kelman. Desiree Dominguez. Marcos Yonner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause for our new computing professionals. So we will now proceed with the induction into the order of the constructor. I now call Dr. Jose Faria to come forward and induct the graduates into the order of the constructor.
Thank you, Dr. Dickinson. Dean Volakis, honorable guest speaker, Ms. Fernandez, distinguished guests, members of the faculty, constructors, engineers, computing professionals, families and friends, welcome. Now, I would like to congratulate all of the students of the College of Engineering and Computing graduating today. You have reached a milestone in your life that you will always cherish. I wish every one of you, happiness and success in your life. To those students who are graduating with a degree in construction management, you have chosen the profession of a constructor. You have picked a noble, challenging, and responsible profession. It is noble because you will help define and build the future of civilization. It is challenging because the needs of mankind are complex and multifaceted. And finally, it is a responsible profession because constructors have to strike a balance between the need to change and the need to conserve, between effectiveness and productivity, between growth and sustainability. You will uphold the nobility of your profession by living up to the ideals of the oath that you are about to take. You will meet the challenges of your profession and enthusiastically welcome the responsibilities of a constructor. Those initiated into the order take an oath to uphold to the highest standard of professional conduct, protect the public, and promote the construction industry. Membership is honorary, and there are no dues or meetings. Now, it gives me great pleasure to induct the Moss School of Construction, Infrastructure, and Sustainability graduates into the Order of the Constructor. Will the construction management inductees please stand? Raise your right hand and recite the oath of the order. Please say your name after the word I and repeat after me. I, being formally inducted into the order, pledge to maintain the highest standard of professional conduct, protect the public safety and welfare in all professional activities, and promote the advancement of the construction industry. Congratulations. Now, please take your certificates and sign them, okay?
New inductees of the Order of the Constructor, please come forward, form a line to my right, and wear your hard hats. So I will now announce the inductees. Lindsay McKinley Caspanello. Lucas Ariabe. David Crane. Jesus Anaya. Jose Alberto Faria. Laura Arias. Ragoyir Chananakia Kochipudi. Rushi Patel. Christopher Perez. Let's give another round of applause for our new constructors. Okay. We will now proceed with the induction to the Order of the Engineer. All right, the ceremony of induction into the order has three parts: the history of the order, significance of the order, and taking the oath of the order. I'm now calling Mr. Sebastian Criollo to tell us about the history of the Order of the Engineers.
Thank you. Decades ago, they wanted to introduce a spirit of community and cohesiveness among engineers. So they began the Canadian ritual of the calling of an engineer. The words of the ritual were written by the British author Rudyard Kipling in the early 1900s. The ritual also included the placing of a ring on the small finger of the working hand. In effect, it says, "Here is an engineer dedicated to the profession and those it serves." Maxims similar to those of Kipling took hold in Ohio, and in 1970, seniors at the Fern College of Engineering at Cleveland State University designed and held the first ring ceremony and reception. Since then, similar ceremonies of the Order of the Engineer have been held across the United States, at which graduates and registered engineers are invited to accept the obligation of the engineer. The ceremonies are conducted by links or local chapters of the Order. In 1994, FIU became the 140th link of the Order. The tradition has been carried on since then. Now, I would like to call forward Dr. Osama Mohammed, Associate Dean of Research, to talk about the significance of the Order. Thank you.
The purpose of the Order of the Engineer is to foster a feeling of pride and dedication to the profession, which binds its members together. The order is symbolized by the acceptance of an obligation and the wearing of a stainless steel ring on the little finger of the working hand. There are no meetings other than this ceremony, and there are no dues. The obligation is a formal statement of an engineer's responsibility to the public and the profession. It is a creed similar to the oath attributed to Hippocrates that is commonly taken by medical graduates. This states forth an ethical code. The obligation contains parts of the canon of ethics of major engineering societies. Inductees accept the obligation of the order, pledging to uphold the standards and the dignity of the engineering profession. It promotes honesty and integrity and recognizes that today's engineers are dependent on their predecessors for their skills. The significance of the obligations creed might be expressed in this way. I am an engineer. I have an obligation to my profession. My desire is to apply the golden rule, our code of ethics, to the practice of my profession. My obligation is the yardstick of my professionalism. And lastly, my professionalism means to me that I will never again ask myself the question, how much do I get out of it? But rather that I will ask myself, how much can I give? The symbol of the desire to be a giver is the engineer's ring you wear for all to see. The ring says to all who see it, here is an engineer who possesses publicly avowed dedication to their profession and to the public it serves. With that in mind, we will now induct you to the profession. I now call Dr. Anthony McGorn to conduct the order.
All right. Engineering class of spring 2023 inductees, please stand, raise your right hand, and recite the obligation of the creed. The creed can be found on the card you have received today and on the screen. Please read aloud with me the text highlighted in yellow on the screen. Please say your name to fill in the blank after the word I. I am an engineer. In my profession, I take deep pride. To it, I owe solemn obligations. As an engineer, I pledge to practice integrity and fair dealing. Tolerance and respect. And to uphold the devotion to the standards and the dignity of my profession. All right. Conscious always that my skills carries with it the obligation to serve humanity. By making the best use of Earth's precious wealth. As an engineer, I shall participate in none but honest enterprises. When needed, my skills and knowledge shall be given without reservation for the public good. In the performance of duty and in fidelity to my profession, I shall give the utmost. Congratulations. Now our members of the Order of the Engineer. Please sit and wait until your department is called. And it says here, and don't forget to sign your certificates. So I hope you all brought pens with you.
Okay, it is my pleasure to now conduct the introduction of inductees by department. The inductees will be called by departments in the following order: biomedical engineering, civil and environmental engineering, electrical and computer engineering, enterprise and logistics engineering, mechanical and materials engineering. As we call each department, please form a line to my right and have your name card ready. Graduates of biomedical engineering, please come forward and form a line. And we'd like to call Dr. Jorge Riera Diaz of biomedical engineering to join Dean Velazquez and Ms. Hernandez. I will now announce the inductees. Jacobus Carstens. Nelson Hernandez. Jonathan Cohen Malamed. Joseph Gambin. Tiffany Moreno. Daniel Figueroa. Jeremiah Smith. Misbah Rafiq. Sabina Mazumdar. Faiza Nazir. Angelica Garcia del Rio. Tiffany Fernandez. Juan Rosario Barboza. Daniela Hernandez. Oriana Cardenas. Mariana Montoya. Camila Padilla. Juan Andres Perez. Joshua Nodars. Erica Casal. Maria Andere. Sydney Spencer. Laura All. Paulwin Arenturi. Elizabeth Sherry. Anna Gregorian. Prandvi Arman. David Ramirez. Melissa Miranda. All right, let's give a round of applause for our biomedical engineers. Graduates of civil and environmental engineering, please come forward and form a line to my right. I would like to call Dr. David Garber of Civil Environmental Engineering Department to join Dean Velazquez and Ms. Fernandez. I will now call the inductees. Nicole Caballero. Caridad Estrada. Leonor Reyes. Anthony Forcades. Fabricio Carvalho. Naika Saneas. Andrew Grant. Matthew Artola. Ariagna Gonzalez. Matias Echart. Nicole Benya. Fernando Evia. Pedro Silva. Lorena Espanda Cabrera. Jazer Dorado. Sean Cruz. Robert Lanes. Cesar Tijerino. Nasser Alajmi. Maria Cubiedes. Iliana Serra. Anthony Reynolds. Sanjay Singh. Nelson Wezo. Carlos Cabellos Niquen. Otto Alvarez Mendez. Carlos Dominguez. Carla Lewis. Gracie Baldazon. Jocelyn Rodriguez. Noen Koshui. Diana Diaz. Kevin Sanchez Reyes. Ignacia Osorio Cajero. Vincent Rustit. Francisco Morales. John Cody. Alejandra Santana. Let's give another round of applause for our civil and environmental engineers. Graduates of electrical and computer engineering, please come forward and form a line to my right. I would like to call Dr. Deidre Hodges of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering to join Dean Velakis and Ms. Fernandez. So I'll now call forth the inductees. Emmanuel Rivas. Esteban Lucas. Natalia Barros. Bernardo Rodriguez. Javier Abras Torrado. Orlando Corzo Rodriguez. Francisco Bolaños Montes de Oca. Joshua Valiente. Armani Wise. Yusuf Abdul Salam Garcia. Mariana Sorozano Hidalgo. Keziah Wade. Maximiliano Maya Munoz. Ronnie Farrow. Steve Rodriguez. Natasha Martinez. Alexandra Murphy. Christopher Prasad. Patrick Dolan. Joel Mena. Brian Portocarrero. Justin Fuentes. Zachary Jones. Anna Cardero. David Joseph Mendoza. Sebastian Garcia. Omar Desverganat Jr. Ziwe Mao. Maria Rivera. Osvaldo Cuevas. Eduardo Rojas. Patricia Gonzalez Diaz. Catherine Perez. Ronnie Shehada. Omar Aliasin. Nicholas Isa. All right, let's give another round of applause for our electrical and computer engineers. Graduates of the Enterprise and Logistics program, please come forward and approach the stage to my right. And I'd like to call Dr. Shiming Lee to join Dean Velakis and Ms. Fernandez. Robert Wilson. Gagan Chandrasekhar Gowda. Mezu Liu. Romina Dubnia. Diana de Lima Ruiz. Chukunonsu Okeke. Let's give another round of applause for our enterprise and logistics engineers. The graduates of mechanical and materials engineering, please come forward and form a line to my right. I would like to call forward Dr. Arvind Agrawal to join Dean Velakis and Ms. Fernandez. Okay. Now call the inductees. Sebastian Criollo. Yeah. Samuel Oyon. Valeria Rubano. Juan Rodriguez. Riley Smith. Justin Gonzalez. Vinicius Oliveira. Eric Estruch. David Ovalle. Juan Duarte Escobar. Camilo Orozco. Eliezer Garcia. Gabriel Herrera. Jonathan Garcia. Anthony St. Just. D'Angelo Serra. Pedro Choksi. Dennis Rivas. Abraham De Leon. Rait Barahona. Valerie Borrero Estevez. Ana Klaus. Natalia Rodriguez de Oliveira. Priscila Rodriguez de Oliveira. Matthew Rinton. Ruben Aparicio. Amy Ramos Holmes. Gabriel Sanchez. Oscar Roa. Jean Hébert Jr. Dagen. Andres Lugo. Lucas Weginger. Lucas Pinheiro Balestina. Victoria Herrera. Darian Hernandez. Michael Baamunde. Ermer Aguiar. Brandon Aguiar. Ileana Sabeos. Vijay Baharia. All right, let's give a round of applause to our mechanical and materials engineers. And congratulations to all of our inductees. So now the faculty of the College of Engineering and Computing is very proud of its students and graduates. We're really, really proud of all that you're doing and all that you will continue to do. To recognize your achievements, the college has established 3 awards: Outstanding Bachelor's Degree Graduate, Outstanding Master's Degree Graduate, and Outstanding Doctoral Degree Graduate. These awards recognize a student's academic excellence and exemplary service to their department while pursuing their degrees. Outstanding Bachelor's Degree Awards are presented by each major. The award recognizes students with a minimum of 3.5 GPA who have been involved in their professional societies, departmental activities, college activities, and the local community. The faculty of each department chooses the winners for each major at the undergraduate level. We don't always have winners each semester. It's not easy to study engineering and be active in the community. The outstanding master's and doctoral graduates are selected through a college-wide competition. The graduate program directors, along with the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, in accordance with their mission, select one awardee at the master's and the doctoral levels. The outstanding master's and doctoral degree awards recognize the students' academic excellence and exemplary service to their department while pursuing their upper-level degrees. An outstanding master's and doctoral degree graduate has at least a 3.5 GPA and has been very active in their professional societies, departmental activities, college activities, and the local community. So I'd like to request that Dean Velakis and Ms. Fernandez join each chair in presenting these awards. We will present these awards for undergraduates, followed by the awards for Masters of Science and PhD. So first, for Biomedical Engineering Bachelor's Award, I'd like to ask Dr. Jorge Riera-Diaz to join Dean Velakis and Mr. Darlene Fernandez to present the Outstanding Bachelor's Graduate Award for Biomedical Engineering. So you all are going to go that way.
Sit here.
You're going back there. You're going to take a picture. Yeah, there'll be a picture. Okay. Actually, my platform people, I'm going to bring you back over here. We're going to do this on the stage. Okay. Here, yep. All right. All right, after much suspense, the recipient of the Outstanding Bachelor's Graduate Award in Biomedical Engineering is Ms. Sydney Spencer. Ms. Spencer began her undergraduate career at FIU in the fall of 2019. She's a multifaceted student graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Biomedical Engineering with a concentration in Biosignals and Systems. Ms. Spencer is also a dedicated member of the Honors College and will be graduating this spring with a 3.95 GPA. Through the Coulter Undergraduate Research Excellence Program, Ms. Spencer served as a researcher in FIU's Optical Imaging Laboratory, analyzing data of images taken with near-infrared optical scanner of breast cancer and diabetic patients. In addition, Ms. Spencer worked as an undergraduate researcher after being awarded the Norman Weldon Research Internship. Her work through the internship focused on assessing changes in oxygenation of breast cancer patients undergoing radiation therapy. Ms. Spencer's academic achievements are nothing short of impressive. Working alongside Dr. Anuradu Kadavarti, she placed in the annual Biomedical Engineering undergraduate poster competition, an experience that fueled her interest in pursuing a PhD. She continuously engages in invaluable and diverse extracurricular activities and is a member of 2 professional societies, the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers and the Biomedical Engineering Society. Through both organizations, Ms. Spencer has participated in volunteer activities that have benefited our local community. Upon graduation, she wants to continue making impactful contributions to society through community service and her research while continuing to mentor young students interested in a career in biomedical engineering. Ms. Spencer has undoubtedly been an exemplary student with a promising future ahead of her. Congratulations, Ms. Spencer. So I would like to ask Dr. David Garber to join Dean Velakis and Ms. Fernandez to present the Outstanders Bachelor Graduate Award for Civil Engineering. And the winner of the Outstanding Bachelor's Graduate Award for Civil Engineering is Mr. Vincent Rustit. Mr. Rustit started his career at FIU in fall 2019 as a freshman and been a passionate engineering student, graduating with an astonishing 3.78 GPA. With hard work and dedication, Mr. Rustit has thrived, particularly through very rigorous upper division curriculum, and has proved to be one of our very best students. He has been able to participate in many internships since his junior year at Airbus Helicopters in Romania and at Morgan Group Construction here in Miami. Mr. Rustit has been a true leader for his fellow classmates and for the ASCE FIU chapter organization. Vincent was the president of the Concrete Canoe Competition in 2022 and the president of the chapter in 2023, helping the organization reach 3rd place overall in the 2023 Southeast Regional ASCE competition, the best place ever for in FIU's history. Vincent will graduate from the Honors College, and he's currently admitted to the accelerated 4+1 BS/MS Civil Engineering degree. Mr. Rustit makes us all very proud. Congratulations, Vincent. And now we'll present the award for the BS Environmental Engineering Award. You're back up there. So the recipient of the Outstanding Bachelor's Graduate Award for Environmental Engineering is Caridad Estrada. Ms. Estrada started her studies at FIU in 2017 in the environmental engineering program and has gained, through years of experience, great experience in environmental compliance, bioremediation, and a passion for environmental health, safety, and sustainability. She's currently a National Science Foundation Ellis Amp Scholar, a McNair Scholar, and has just finished her fellowship with the Department of Energy, where she conducted research on remediation technologies for mercury contamination here at FIU's Applied Research Center. In addition to this, she was the Director of Internal Affairs for the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, where she contributed to the advancement of minorities in STEM. Hailing from the Caribbean, her upbringing and exposure to extreme weather events has influenced her decision to further her education and professional career in environmental management. Upon graduation, Caridad plans to pursue an environmental engineering PhD, where she hopes to further her research in air pollution, climate change, and hazardous substances such as mercury and persistent organic pollutants. She's been accepted already at Princeton University. Congratulations, Caridad. I would like to ask Dr. Deidre Hodges to join Dean Velakis and Ms. Fernandez for Outstanding Bachelor's Graduate Award for Computer Engineering. And the winner of the Outstanding Bachelor's Graduate Award in Computer Engineering is Mr. Yusuf Abdul Salam Garcia. Mr. Garcia started his career at FIU in the fall of 2018 as a freshman through the Global First-Year Program. He's been a very dedicated and successful student, always taking a full course load. He made the Dean's List for 7 continuous semesters. He participated in several internship experiences with computing industry giants like Microsoft and Cummings. During his time at FIU, he was also involved in leadership and development activities through Upsilon Pi Epsilon Honor Society as Director of STEM Outreach Program as an undergraduate researcher. Mr. Salam Garcia graduates this semester with a degree in computer engineering and a GPA of 3.98. He's very excited. He's very excited as a graduate of computer engineering, and we know will go far professionally. Congratulations, Mr. Salam Garcia. And Dr. Hodges, stay there. All right. Because the next award, Outstanding Graduate in Electrical Engineering. And the winner of this award is Mr. Joshua Valiente. A first-generation FIU Panther, Mr. Valiente started his career at FIU in summer 2019 as a freshman and very quickly moved through the rigorous curriculum and proved to be a very dedicated and academically gifted student. He's made the Dean's List every semester while helping other students work at the Mastery Math Lab instructor. He successfully showed students how they too can succeed in mathematics and mentored them as they work to achieve their academic goals. Mr. Valiente and his colleagues chose to help disabled members of our community by developing, as part of the senior design project, a mobile application that leverages machine learning to detect sign language and translate it into English speech and text. During his time at FIU, Mr. Valiente received the prestigious invitation to work as a hardware development engineering intern at Amazon. He'll be graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Electrical Engineering, having earned a 3.79 GPA. Mr. Valiente, you make us proud. Congratulations. All right. I would now like to ask Dr. Jason Liu to join Dean Velazquez and Ms. Fernandez to present the Outstanding Bachelor's Degree Graduate Award in Computer Science. And our winner for this award is Mr. Augusto Castro Lozano. Mr. Castro Lozano is graduating with a 3.6 GPA. He's been committed to academic excellence for himself and his fellow students. He's been a tutor at the Knight School of Computing and Information Sciences, where he's provided invaluable support to students in helping them understand complex computer science concepts. His achievements and work ethic have stood out also in industry. He's had 2 internships with Amazon in software engineering during his time at FIU. Through these experiences, he's applied what he's learned at FIU in a professional setting, allowing him to gain a deeper appreciation of computer science. Taking note of his growth, Amazon offered him a full-time job this year. Congratulations, Mr. Augusto Castro Lozano, on this award. And thank you, Dr. Liu. So I'd now like to ask Dr. Jose Faria to join Dean Velazquez and Ms. Fernandez to present the Outstanding Bachelor's Graduate Award for Construction Management. And I'm pleased to announce the winner of this award is Mr. Christopher Perez. During Mr. Perez's tenure at FIU, he's earned an outstanding 3.73 GPA and has been on the Dean's List for consecutive semesters. Mr. Perez has been actively involved on campus. Most recently, he participated in the National ABC competition with 6 weeks of preparation, working with a diverse group of individuals, and Dr. Murad as the team's mentor. This opportunity challenged Mr. Perez and his teammates in all areas of the construction management curriculum. His team won first place, becoming the national champions for the 5th time in FIU's history. Mr. Perez has maintained high academic standing in the program, meanwhile earning valuable career experience as a field engineer and assistant project manager. Mr. Perez has shown overall diligence and commitment while a student within the Mott's Construction Management Department. Congratulations, Mr. Perez. And now I'll ask Dr. Arvind Agarwal to join Dean Velakis and Ms. Fernandez to present the Outstanding Bachelor's Degree Graduates Award in Mechanical Engineering. And the recipient of this award is Mr. Riley Smith. Mr. Smith has gone above and beyond since coming to FIU. He's part of the Honors College and has made the Dean's List every semester. In addition to his studies, Mr. Smith has completed multiple internships at NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Part of these internships included designing and building an educational virtual reality application for use in the metaverse. He is also part of ASME, FIU Chapter Rocketry Club. As a member, Mr. Smith built a model rocket so he could receive his high-powered rocketry Level 1 certification. He also worked full-time as an engineering support specialist for many years for the company EMS Technologies. His achievements are numerous, and above all, he'll be graduating FIU with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Congratulations, Mr. Riley Smith. All right, you're going to stay there. All right, our next award is for Outstanding Masters of Science degree graduating this spring. And the recipient of this award for this semester is Mr. Brandon Aguiar. Sir Aguiar is an MS student in Material Science and Engineering and has a perfect 4.0 GPA. He completed his Bachelor's of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering with an excellent 3.79 GPA. His MS research is focused on two major topics: additive manufacturing using digital light processing and in situ and in operando imaging for material science. His research productivity is excellent, with the following serving as some of his major achievements. He's the lead author of a journal paper that was recently accepted for publication. In addition, he's co-author on another high impact factor of about 11 journal paper where he devised imaging technique to observe adhesion behavior of nanofibers. Overall, Mr. Aguiar has published 2 journal papers, 1 more under review, very impressive for an MS student. He's also the co-inventor of a patent that's pending, where he has established additive manufacturing techniques for lunar regolith in support of NASA's Artemis mission. He's taking part in the team that will file a second patent later this month to make a device for visualizing the flow of lunar regolith on the moon's surface. He won the College of Engineering and Computing's and FIU's UGS 3-minute thesis competitions. He's an excellent presenter with outstanding oral and written communication skills. His unique imaging skills have been highlighted nationally and appeared on the cover of Spray Time magazine, the monthly magazine for the International Thermal Spray Society. And he's the founding president of FIU Society of Manufacturing Engineers, hosting several sessions to mentor and train more than 50 students on 3D printing techniques. Based on his excellent academic credentials and being a great citizen of CEC who's mentored several undergraduate students, he's headed towards some great things. So Brandon will start his PhD in MME in fall 2023 and as a UGS Presidential Fellow. Congratulations, Brandon. And thank you, Dr. Agarwal. All right, so this concludes our Outstanding Undergraduate and Graduate Degree Awards for Spring 2023. Thank you, Dean Velakis. Thank you, Ms. Fernandez. And let's give another round of applause for all of our winners. And Dean Velakis, I told you to sit down, but I actually need you to come back up. So Dean Velakis will present a token of our appreciation to our keynote speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're almost there. Trust me, we're almost there. I hope you are enjoying the ceremony. And it is a unique moment for you and your family. And I have to tell you, I'm not getting bored. I'm getting more excited to see you guys being happy and being accomplished. It just gives me more energy. So I hope it gives you energy for many years to come as well, the fact that you've accomplished so much. And yes, after all these ceremonies and all these, what I call obligations that you have taken for the profession, what does this all mean? So what does it mean? It is not just the right to practice the application of science and technology for the betterment of humanity, nor is it the gratification of a generous salary. No. It just means that you are committing to being a self-educator and a student of lifelong learning. You will forever develop and fine-tune your craft, build on the knowledge you acquire in school, and apply your skills in all your professional endeavors. The certificate and the ring you receive today are reminders of your calling, symbolizing the strength and wholeness of life, but also your responsibility to your career. Your certificate is both a privilege and your creed. It bears your name. It is a pact with you and the profession. And read it thoroughly. Display it publicly. In time of anxiety, doubt, and uncertainty, yes, all of you engineers, it will happen. You will have anxiety, you will have uncertainty, frustration. You have to look at it and gain courage. In times of honor, regard it with humility and gratitude. And let me also take the honor to present a plaque to our speaker today, the time that she took, the wisdom that she provided us. And Ms. Darlene Fernandez, we have a memento here for you. All right, that you like to have, so that you remember. So closing remark, one more sentence. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Engineering and Computing, I want to wish you success in your future careers. You will be successful, trust me. And thank you for taking the time to be with us to celebrate with your family and friends. And I will now give the podium back to our host of ceremonies so that he can close. Dr. Dickinson will close the ceremony.
All right. Parents, family, other supporters, I want you to breathe in, breathe out. Doesn't that feel good, this moment, that sigh of relief, right? So, this is a moment of celebration, and you should all feel so proud of what your children have achieved. They've come of age, and it's because of your support that they've come to this point. You've helped to sustain them throughout their lives. And the faculty and staff, thank you for your commitment to the success of these students. They would not be here in this position today and going off to do successful things without all of the support that you've poured into them throughout these years. And we want to recognize that. They could not have done it without you. So we want to give you want you to give yourselves a round of applause, and for all of the students to give your parents and families a large round of applause. And to the graduates, again, and we're so very proud of you and looking forward to seeing the success that you'll have in the future. It's really important to really be in this moment and celebrate this moment. We want to capture some of that. So we're going to conclude the ceremony by taking departmental group photos. We want the platform party to please stay until you've taken a photo with your respective group. And inductees, please remain in your seats until your group has been called. And parents, please refrain from taking flash photography while the photographer is shooting. We're going to post these photos on Flickr at a later date through the college's main website, and we'll let you know once that is available. So we're going to call the groups in the following order: mechanical materials engineering, then electrical and computer engineering, civil and environmental engineering, biomedical engineering, the Moss Department of Construction Management, Knight Foundation School of Computing and Information Sciences, and Enterprise and Logistics. And so with that, we're going to take the photos. We're going to have you stand, and we'll call you up to go over there, but that will conclude the official ceremony, and I'll call you to take your photos. So thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure to be here with you today, and looking forward to your future success.